So when I was about, I don't know, I was like 18 years old or something like this. I was working in the New York Stock Exchange. I was a runner, if you could believe it. Well, I was a lot skinnier back then, right? So what I did was I had to run back and forth, whatever, the buy orders, and I had to give them to to the brokers, and I'm running back and forth, right? So what happened was, okay, there was the woman there. She was one of the big shots. I don't know what her title was, but she was one of the executives. So I went to her because I'm gonna tell you the story. I went to her because I had a problem, and I was trying to handle it in a professional way, a respectful way, because I wanted to keep my job. I mean, I finally got. I was a young kid. So what happened was this: I was running back and forth. And as I was running with the buy orders, one of the traders, right, bumped into me, and it seemed like he did it on purpose and knocked me down. Okay, and he didn't even say excuse me. He didn't raise his hand to help me up. After he bumped into me and knocked me down, he just continued like to run and do his job. So I looked at him and I got a good look at his face. I'm like, all right, okay. So I went to this woman who was, I guess, like she was one of the top people that ran the floor. And I don't ask me why I said this to her, but I said, excuse me, dear. Instead of maybe saying, excuse me, miss, or whatever, I said, excuse me, dear. So she's like, do I look like an animal to you? Right? Okay. And I was just like blown away. I was like, oh. She goes, you're fired. She fires me. I just said, excuse me, dear. So whatever. She kind of looked like an animal, if you want to know the truth. But anyway, let's put that aside. She had a little hair growing out of her nose, but let's put that aside. Okay. So basically, I'm going to tell you what I did. Okay. I found the guy who bumped into me, right? I was watching him. I was waiting for the perfect moment. You understand? Okay. And he starts running. I ran full force. Booyaka! The guy went flying. I knocked him down. He was like, he got hurt. Hey, I figured I was fired anyway, right? So he's on the floor like this, like he got really, really hurt. And then the woman comes over, like the same woman. She's like, what did you do? What's happening? What's this? I said, you know what? See ya. Hate to be a dear.